Hi friends, how's your week going? Welcome back to the show. I'm Phillip. Today we are diving into something none of us can avoid. It follows us from childhood all the way into adulthood. It shows up at work, in relationships, in our daily decisions, and sometimes even when we are trying our very best. I'm talking about mistakes. Human beings genuinely dislike making mistakes. And that dislike isn't just because of how we were raised or what society expects from us. It's actually rooted in biology, neuroscience, psychology, and even evolution. So, in today's episode, we are going to look at mistakes from scientific, psychological, and evolutionary angles. By the end, you will understand why your brain fears mistakes so much, and why mistakes are actually necessary for a stronger, smarter, more adaptable you. Let's jump in. Why do we hate making mistakes so much? Neuroscience, mistakes literally hurt. When you make a mistake, a region in your brain called the ACC, the anterior cingulate cortex, lights up. And when it lights up, it activates your brain's pain network. This isn't just emotional discomfort. Your brain interprets mistakes as real, physical pain. To your brain, a mistake means threat, loss of status or resources, risk of being rejected by your community. Here's the wild part. Within 100 milliseconds of a mistake, your brain produces something called an error, related negativity wave, meaning your brain knows you mess up before you know you mess up. 2. Evolutionary psychology. In the past, mistake meant death. Thousands of years ago, mistakes were expensive. One wrong judgment could mean getting eaten by a predator, poisoning yourself with the wrong food, being kicked out of the tribe. So, your brain evolved to be hypersensitive to anything that looks like an error. Better to be scared than dead. That was the rule. 3. Social pressure. Mistake equals shame. From a young age, most of us were taught, don't mess up, don't get the answer wrong, don't embarrass yourself. We were trained to avoid mistakes to protect our reputation. No wonder our brain is on high alert. 4. Childhood experience. We were punished for mistakes, not taught through them. In many Asian cultures especially, mistakes often led to blame, criticism, comparison, shame. We weren't taught how to learn from mistakes. We were taught to avoid them. Eventually, we start equating mistake equal I am not good enough. 5. Cognitive bias. Mistakes feel like an attack on our identity. Most of the time, what hurt isn't the mistake itself, it's the fear behind it. Fear of looking incompetent, fear of being judged, fear of exposing flaw, fear of damaging our self-esteem. That's why people only like doing things they are already good at. Not because they can't learn something new, but because they are afraid of the mistake required to get good. But in science, mistakes are gold. People often think science is about accuracy. Actually, science grows because of mistake. Here's what four major fields agree on. A. Neuroscience. Mistake trigger the learning system. When you make a mistake, your brain 1. Release ERN, instant warning. 2. Activates the ACC, change your strategy. 3. Use dopamine, reinforce the correct adjustment. The process is literally mistake make brain alert. Brain alert makes strategy shift. Strategy shift make learning success. Without mistake, the learning system never activates. B. Cognitive psychology. Real learning requires trying and failing. Studies show letting students try first, even if they get it wrong, leads to faster, deeper learning than telling them the answer. Mistakes create contrast, clarity, memorable correction. The clearer the mistake, the stronger the learning. C. Behavioral economics. Mistakes reveal our blind spots. Humans constantly make predictable mistakes like overconfidence, confirmation bias, loss aversion, and those mistakes became the foundation for behavioral economics, nudging policy, decision science. Let's talk about nudging for a second. Nudging means designing choices so people naturally pick what's better for them without force or punishment. For example, putting fruit instead of candy near the supermarket checkout counter. The healthier option becomes easier to choose simply because it's closer. A nudging works because human brains are lazy, prone to procrastination, heavily influenced by environment, dependent on institutions instead of large. Understanding this tendency comes from understanding our mistake. D. Management science. No mistake make no innovation. Amazon, Google, Facebook, they run A/B tests every single day. Why? Because finding better solution is basically a pile of mistakes. Make analyze. Analyze make refine. Refine make improve. Innovation is built on control, repeated failure. So, how does your brain use mistake to make you stronger? The mistake growth mechanism looks like this. 1. ERN detect the mistake before you even realize it. 2. ACC shift strategy so you don't repeat the error. 3. Dopamine reward your brain for the corrected action. This is why neuroscience is so clear about mistakes. Mistakes are requirements for growth, not defects. The clearer the mistake, the faster the learning. A flexible, adaptive brain is built through trial and error. 5 scientific truths about mistake. If we summarize everything, it comes down to 5 sentences. 1. Mistake activate the brain's learning switch. 2. Mistake deepen memory and understanding. 3. Mistake expose flaw in your mental models. 4. Mistakes stimulate improvement and innovation. 5. The safest place to make mistakes is a supportive environment. Science doesn't say avoid mistakes. Science says make mistakes the right way. So, as we wrap up today's episode, I hope you can walk away with one mindset shift. Don't run away from mistakes. Learn to make them well. Let mistakes become a teacher, a mirror, a compass pointing you toward improvement. I hope today's conversation help you see your own imperfections and other people's imperfections with more compassion and less fear. Wishing you peace and joy this week. Take care, and I will see you next time.